Ndewo, no, and welcome to your weekly Omnibus. If you've had a busy week and didn't quite get around to listening to the Igbo Daily Drops, this is your chance to catch up. Now, you get to hear all 5 episodes from week 21, brought together in one place. Our mission is simple: to raise 10,000 next-generation Igbo speakers, and every phrase you practice brings us one step closer. So, whether you're in the car, on a walk, or relaxing at home, let's spend a few minutes inside the Igbo world through stories, proverbs, and the sentences we learned this week. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. Adako holds out both wrists. Left, Hong Kong time, 6:47. Cloth sellers closing their stalls. Right, a smaller watch, ticking Onisha time. Her mother counting bills by daylight, 7 zones away. She has never told anyone why she wears 2. Kai, the cloth seller's son, holds out a bolt of indigo lace, close enough to smell the starch and machine oil on it. 6 months credit, he says, in the English he practices on her. No collateral, only your name. His fingers do not quite reach hers over the bolt of cloth, and neither of them corrects the distance. Her fingers find the second watch without looking. Neon flickers red across bales stacked to the ceiling. A wireless hums a canto pop tune she is starting, despite herself to know. 3 years since the war took everything her family owned. 3 years standing on her own feet in markets never built for her. She does not know if this trust is a door or a debt. She takes the cloth. Ndewo. No. I am Yvonne Choma Mbanefo, heritage futurist and daughter of the soil. Welcome to Igbo Daily Drops. Episode 101, Week 21, Day 1, Monday. Today, yesterday and today, held in one breath. Before the West coined the word globalization, Igbo women already lived in 2 time zones. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. Kai's father emerges, wiping ledger ink from his fingers. Studying Adako the way uncles once studied the bride price. Not suspicion. Arithmetic. He speaks Cantonese to his son. Kai translates only what matters. Which market taught you this? Adako answers with a name. Onitsha. Where her own mother rebuilt a trade from nothing but ash and a head tie of coins. 2 continents, and everyone still asks about your mother. Today, 3 sentences that hold a market inside one breath. Repeat after me. Sentence 1. Anyị gara ahịa ụnyaahụ. In English, we went to the market yesterday. Anyị gara ahịa ụnyaahụ. Anyị gara ahịa ụnyaahụ. Anyị gara ahịa ụnyaahụ. Market as memory. Sentence 2. Gịnị mere taa? In English, What happened today? Gịnị mere taa? Gịnị mere taa? Gịnị mere taa? Kai's father's real question. Sentence 3. Anyị hụrụ ha ụnyaahụ na taa. In English, we saw them yesterday and today. Anyị hụrụ ha ụnyaahụ na taa. Anyị hụrụ ha ụnyaahụ na taa. Anyị hụrụ ha ụnyaahụ na taa. One word, na, doing the work of a second watch. These 3 sentences are in your free speaking workbook this week. Download it at learnigbonow.com. If you are driving right now, just listen. The workbook will be waiting. Adako signs nothing. There is no paper for what Kai's father offers. Only his son's word and hers. And a look held one breath longer than trade requires. She checks her right wrist. Home has been awake an hour. Her mother would know this risk. She answers the way a trader answers a market reached early. What Adako has done has a name older than any ledger. Onye na-ejeghị ahịa n'oge na-azụ ihe ahịa jụrụ ajụ. Onye na-ejeghị ahịa n'oge na-azụ ihe ahịa jụrụ ajụ. One who does not reach the market on time buys what is left over or what is rejected. She arrived while it was still honest. A trader absent when the goods land has lost the profit. Yang 2011 study of African traders in Guangzhou traces networks like Adako's to the Biafran War. Survivors stripped of savings, forced to stand on their feet by whatever means possible. The same instinct built the old Silk Road. Trust traded across cultures, neither side owned. Suzy Ahamokoro, in 2017, named what Adako wears. Double identity. 2 clocks, 2 selves at once. Globalization was not invented in a boardroom. It was worn quietly on a trader's wrist in 1973. If you want to practice these sentences with your children, the Igbo village speaking gym will soon be open. Before this day ends, say, Gịnị mere taa? To someone who missed your day. Not small talk. Arriving on time before the market closes on you. Every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oke Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. Grab your free speaking workbook at learnigbonow.com. Rate us wherever you're listening. Your review is how another learner finds their way home. This has been your Igbo Daily Drop. Abụ m nwanne gị nwanyị Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. I am your sister Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. Ka ahụ na uche gị dị ka nke Adako. May your body and your mind be like Adako's. Steady inside more than one world at once. Ka anyị hụ echi, until we meet again tomorrow. Oakland, California, November 1968. Housewives Market. Collard greens stacked like green cloth. Smoked fish behind cold glass. Marvin Gaye thin from a transistor radio. Uzo stands at the fish counter, a slab of stockfish in his hand. 27. Onisha born. A Berkeley engineering student whose winter coat is thinner than his textbooks. He lifts it to his nose. And he is not in Oakland anymore. He is in his mother's kitchen off Modebe Avenue, Onisha. And the fish is knocking the pot. Bo, bo, the sound that named it Okporoko. The fish that announces itself. The newspaper in his pocket stays folded. He already knows the photographs. Children with limbs like sticks, bellies like drums. His homeland blockaded. His mother somewhere inside it. The fish in his hand is the protein those children are starving without. He counts his money twice, where Oakland cannot see. Buys the stockfish. Every remaining dollar has somewhere else to be. Ndewo, no. I am Yvonne Choma Mbanefo, heritage futurist and daughter of the soil. Welcome to Igbo Daily Drops, episode 102, week 21, day 2, Tuesday. Today, yesterday's market. The diaspora voice note is not new. Igbo students built it in 1968. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. That evening, Uzo threads tape onto a second-hand woolen sack. Letters into the blockade die in transit. But a relief volunteer flying the Sao Tome route can carry a reel in a coat pocket. A voice cannot be steamed open. He bought this machine before a winter coat. Nobody at home asked why. So the diaspora recounts the market. Where I went, what I bought, what it cost. To a stranger, chatter. To a mother, a ledger. 3 sentences. A ledger that crosses blockades. Repeat after me. Sentence 1. Agara m ahịa ụnyaahụ. In English, I went to the market yesterday. Agara m ahịa ụnyaahụ. Agara m ahịa ụnyaahụ. Agara m ahịa ụnyaahụ. Her son's voice, alive. Sentence 2. Azụrụ m okporoko. In English, I bought stockfish. Azụrụ m okporoko. Azụrụ m okporoko. Azụrụ m okporoko. Knocking, 3 oceans away. Sentence 3. Ego m agwụla. In English, my money has finished. Ego m agwụla. Ego m agwụla. Ego m agwụla. Not a complaint, a declaration. These 3 sentences are in your free speaking workbook this week. Download it at learnibonow.com. If you are driving right now, just listen. The workbook will be waiting. Sunday. Uzo presses record. His hand flat on the table. Agara m ahịa ụnyaahụ. Azụrụ m okporoko. Ego m agwụla. My money has finished. Every dollar it became is in the relief envelope. Flying where he cannot. Meaning, I heard you. Meaning, I did not run. He places the reel in the volunteer's hands like something warm. The tape spins. Silence. The vowel beneath that shopping list has a name. Ọnụrụ ube nwanne ya agbala ọsọ. Ọnụrụ ube nwanne ya agbala ọsọ. Whoever hears their kin cry does not run away. And its twin proverb is Onye agala nwanne ya. Leave no kin behind. A summons, not sympathy. I grew up in Enugu. Inside that was aftermath. Amechi Agane's eyewitness account of the blockade records 9 months without stockfish. Babies' limbs withering. In 2024, Udeze, Oporum and Njoku at Alvanikoku, Owerri, documented the code. Survival speech built on twin proverbs. Chinese families did this with Kwaopi letters. What Igbo mothers decoded by ear, information science calls steganography. The voice note is not new. It is Igbo technology 60 years old. If you want to practice these sentences with other families, with your children, the Igbo village speaking gym will soon be open. Before this day ends, say Ego ma agwụla as you give something away. Not practice, a declaration. Hearing your kin is not a feeling. It is an assignment. Every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oko Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. Grab your free speaking workbook at learnibonow.com. Rate us wherever you're listening. Your review is how another learner finds their way home. This has been your Igbo Daily Drop. Abụ m nwanne gị nwanyị, Yvonne Choma Mbanefo. I am your sister, Yvonne Choma Mbanefo. Ka olu gị gafee ihe gbochiri ya. May your voice cross what blocks it. Ka anyị hụ echi. Until we meet again tomorrow. Uzoma stands at the gate on Okigwe Road, Arochukwu, near the old Ebenubabi Shrine grounds, dust hanging where the Okada peeled away. 30 years of Christmas cards led her here. None mentioned wood smoke or crushed otazi leaf. A woman crosses the compound floor before Uzoma speaks. Camwood-colored wrapper. The walk of someone who's expected this morning. This is Lolo Kalu, her father's sister, a stranger who knows her handwriting. Lolo Kalu says a name. Not the English one, the one only her father used. Uzoma's throat closes around an answer she didn't know she still had. Ndewo. No. I am Yvonne Choma Mbanefo, heritage futurist and daughter of the soil. Welcome to Igbo Daily Drops. Episode 103, Week 21, Day 3, Wednesday. Today, a memory of Kinsmen. Here is what the scholars eventually caught up to. To find where the he-goat entered the world, you go to its grandmother's place. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. Lolo Kalu leads her in without a question asked. Only, Ndo nwam, ichefughị. Sorry, my child, you did not forget. Chairs appear, color knot too. Aunties arrive faster than the news travels, using her father's name, not her passports. Her rehearsed apology stays folded, unneeded. Nobody is billing her for silence. Today, 3 sentences that turn a visit into belonging. Repeat after me. Sentence 1. Anyị hụrụ ụmụnna anyị ọnwa gara aga. In English, we saw our kinsmen last month. Anyị hụrụ ụmụnna anyị ọnwa gara aga. Anyị hụrụ ụmụnna anyị n'ọnwa gara aga. Anyị hụrụ ụmụnna anyị n'ọnwa gara aga. Anyị hụrụ ụmụnna anyị n'ọnwa gara aga. Uzoma will use this every time she calls home. Sentence 2. Anyị gbara egwu n'ụlọ ha. In English, we danced at their house. Anyị gbara egwu n'ụlọ ha. Anyị gbara egwu n'ụlọ ha. Anyị gbara egwu n'ụlọ ha. Her feet learned this before her mouth caught up. Sentence 3. Abụ m onye obodo ahụ. In English, I am a person of that town. Abụ m onye obodo ahụ. Abụ m onye obodo ahụ. Abụ m onye obodo ahụ. Lolo Kalu made her say this mid-dance, and the whole compound answered back. These 3 sentences are in your free speaking workbook this week. Download it at learnigbonow.com. If you're driving, just listen. It will be waiting. The drum starts before anyone announces dancing. Lolo Kalu pulls Uzoma into the ring by the wrist. Her feet remember nothing. Her body finds it anyway. Half a beat behind. Then level. Lolo Kalu leans in mid-turn. Say it. Uzoma says it. The compound answers with noise. Not applause. Recognition. Lolo Kalu has just said wordlessly what 30 years already proved. What Lolo Kalu had been proving arrives now as its name. Achọba ebe nwamkpi siri bịa ụwa, ejebe ikwu nne ya. Achọba ebe nwamkpi siri bịa ụwa, ejebe ikwu nne ya. To trace where the he-goat came into the world, go to its mother's place. Uzoma traced hers home. The compound confirmed it. In Igbo land, I watched it myself. Only the elder at home can name the fowl's first hatchling. Ifi Amadiume's 1987 study, Male Daughters, Female Husbands, names the Umuada as a genuine seat of power. What the Umuada formalized centuries ago. Yoruba market queens too. Network theory only named in the 20th. Kin-keeping is infrastructure. Lolo Kalu wasn't waiting. She stayed home so the record would remain. Want to practice sentences with your children? The Igbo village speaking gym will soon be open. Say Abụ m onye obodo ahụ aloud today. Calling one relative you've neglected this year. It was never the address. Only who stayed long enough to recognize you. Every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oke Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. Grab your free speaking workbook at learnibonow.com. Rate us wherever you listen. Your review is how another learner finds their way home. This has been your Igbo Daily Drop. Abụ nwanne gị nwanyị Yvonne Choma Mbanefo. I am your sister Yvonne Choma Mbanefo. Ka ị mara ebe ị si. Ka ị mara ebe ị na-aga. May you know where you came from and always know where you're going. Ka anyị hụ echi. Until we meet again tomorrow. The N1 flattens to gold ahead of Ijeoma Okonjo. Heat lifting off the tar in waves. Karu's scrubland stretches grey-green. Her hands are stiff on the wheel. 6 hours down, 5 to go. The radio catches static every time the road dips. She doesn't fix it. A green sign. Beaufort West. 4 kilometers. Tank a quarter full. She could push on, but her shoulders ache, and she pulls off. The road's been empty an hour. Hers, in a way she's never questioned. The petrol attendant is old, unhurried, a faded badge pinned inside his collar. He fills the tank without checking the gauge. I went to Cape Town last week too, Ijeoma says. mostly to fill the quiet. Now I'm going back to close it. He looks at her properly. Ndewo. No. I am Yvonne Choma Mbanefo, heritage futurist and daughter of the soil. Welcome to Igbo Daily Drops. Episode 104, Week 21, Day 4, Thursday. Today, freedom of movement. And who paid first? Nigeria sent doors, not troops, to South Africa's liberation. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. His name, stitched above his pocket, reads Sifo. Where are you from? Nigeria. Enugu people. Grew up in Pretoria. He nods. Diesel thick between them. My father talked about your country. Said Nigerians gave money from their own salaries for us before this road was ours. You drive fast, Sifo says, for someone whose road we paid for. He caps the tank, unhurried. Relax, no invoice coming. She doesn't laugh again. Today, 3 sentences. The words for a road and what it cost. Repeat after me. Sentence 1. Agaram Cape Town izuka gara aga. In English, I went to Cape Town last week. Agaram Cape Town izuka gara aga. Agaram Cape Town izuka gara aga. Agaram Cape Town izuka gara aga. Already said once. To the man who heard it. Sentence 2. Anotere m aka n'ime moto. In English, I was inside the car a lot. Or I stayed inside the car a lot. Anotere m aka n'ime moto. Anotere m aka n'ime moto. Anotere m aka n'ime moto. Her thinking hadn't caught up. Sentence 3. Azụtara m laptop n'ebe ahụ. In English, I bought a laptop there. Or I bought a laptop from there. Azụtara m laptop n'ebe ahụ. Azụtara m laptop n'ebe ahụ. Azụtara m laptop n'ebe ahụ. The deal she was driving toward. These 3 sentences are in your free speaking workbook this week. Download it at learnigbonow.com. If you're driving right now, just listen. The workbook will be waiting. Sifo tells her about the fund. 2% of salaries sent for a country he's never left. He says it like weather. Ijoma pays for the fuel. Her hand pauses over the machine before she taps her phone. She pulls back onto the N1. Sifo lifts one hand. The radio catches a clean station. First time all day. An Igbo saying goes like this. Onye na-amaghị ebe mmiri si bido mawa ya, agaghị ama ebe o jiri kpọọ nkụ. Onye na-amaghị ebe mmiri si bido mawa ya, agaghị ama ebe o jiri kpọọ nkụ. A person who doesn't know where the rain began to beat him cannot say where he dried his body. We call this Igwebuike. Number is strength, or there is strength in numbers. Ojukwu Anenuka, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, 2020. Nigerian civil servants gave 2% of their salaries to fund South Africa's liberation. South Africans call it Ubuntu. What Blau named social exchange theory in 1964, Igbo elders already built into greeting. Nigeria didn't send troops. It sent doors. If you want to practice these sentences with other families, with your children, the Igbo village-speaking gym will soon be open. Before today ends, say, Anotere m aka n'ime moto. I stayed inside the car for a long time, in traffic. Memory of the road someone cleared. Every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oke Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. Grab your free speaking workbook at learnibonow.com. Rate us wherever you're listening. Your review is how another learner finds their way home. This has been your Igbo Daily Drop. Abụ nwanne gị nwanyị Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. I am your sister Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. Ka ụzọ gị na-echeta ndị mere ka ọ dị larịị. May your road remember who made it smooth. Ka anyị hụ echi. Until we meet again tomorrow. Afamefuna is folding raffia into the back of the Thamesmead van on Donkey Lane at Enfield Playing Fields, not London, as the light goes long and gold over IFAC, the Igbo Festival of Arts and Culture. Behind him, the field is thinning in layers. The Item Gazebo, already flat. Ozuakole's banner, half-rolled. An Ezagu elder still teasing his nephew about whose Ofe Onugbo won this year. The smell of the last suya coals hangs low over the trampled grass. His hands remember the weight of the headpiece before his mind does. His feet still remember the exact turn where the crowd went quiet all at once. 3,000 people spellbound and a little bit frightened by steps only he knows how to find. A woman he has never met leans into the open van door, still in her George wrapper, voice gone rough from shouting all afternoon. Ị hụrụ m n'ehihie? Did you see me in the afternoon? I was right at the barrier when the mmanwu came through. I have never in my life. She doesn't finish. She doesn't need to. Everyone on this field is finishing that sentence today. About the mmanwu, the masquerade that came through the crowd only hours ago. Afamefuna nods, says nothing that would be a lie, and nothing that would be true. He danced hours ago, in front of 3,000 people, right here on this field. Nobody here knows it was him. Near the last gazebo, a small child stamps the same steps onto the grass, arms flung wide, teaching them to someone smaller. No idea what she is copying or from whom. Ndewo. No. I am Yvonne Choma Mbanefo, heritage futurist and daughter of the soil. Welcome to Igbo Daily Drops. Episode 105, Week 21, Day 5, Friday. Today, at IFAC, London's biggest Igbo festival, a man carries a whole day home in silence. Mmanwu can dance for 3,000 witnesses and keep its dancer a secret. In Igbo cosmology, that isn't modesty. It's how a culture survives its own scattering. Ka anyị bido. Let us begin. Under the isiagu folded at the bottom of the bag is a string of ntutu beads his uncle tied on him 6 years ago. In a bathroom in Thamesmead, the two of them whispering, though no one else was home. Mmanwu men do not explain themselves to each other. They check the knots and move on. Around him at Enfield playing fields, the gazebos carry names like small nations. Item, Uzuakoli, Ezago. And further off, banners for Nnobi, Ogwashuku, Aguleri, Mbise snap past in the same wind. Fold-out tables underneath them thick with oba and abacha, dressed in enamel bowls. Jollof and meat steaming in pots the size of oil drums. Nkwobi going around in its red and orange palm oil sheen. This is what IFAC looks like every second Saturday of July. Town unions from across the UK, Ireland, and Europe on one patch of North London grass. A teenager films the last of the crowd, captioning old footage of the Mmanwu with someone else's name. He will never know how close he is standing. Today, 3 sentences, because some days can only be carried home by being told in order out loud. Repeat after me. Sentence 1. Ị hụrụ m n'ehihie? In English, did you see me in the afternoon? Ị hụrụ m n'ehihie? Ị hụrụ m n'ehihie? Ị hụrụ m n'ehihie? Sometimes you might hear Ị fụrụ m n'efifie. It means the same thing, it's just a dialectical difference. On the field, it's the only question anyone is asking him today, and the only one he can't fully answer. Sentence 2. Alara m ụlọ na mgbede. In English, I went home in the evening. Alara m ụlọ na mgbede. Alara m ụlọ na mgbede. Alara m ụlọ na mgbede. True, just not the whole of true. Sentence 3. Ehiri m ụra ọfụma. In English, I slept well. Ehiri m ụra ọfụma. Ehiri m ụra ọfụma. Ehiri m ụra ọfụma. That part, at least, he can give away for free. These 3 sentences are in your free speaking workbook this week. Download it at learnibonow.com. If you're driving right now, just listen. The workbook will be waiting. 2 gazebos down at Ezago's. An elder is loading chairs into a boot. He pauses, looks at Afamefuna a bit too long, says nothing, goes back to the chairs. It is the only acknowledgement Afamefuna will ever get from the only audience that was ever going to count. One of the 6 who know. Afamefuna climbs in. He does not correct anyone all evening. A man can climb the tallest palm tree on a field like this one and still come down holding only what he's allowed to say. Diochi anaghị akọcha ihe ọ hụrụ mgbe ọ nọ n'elu nkwụ. Diochi anaghị akọcha ihe ọ hụrụ mgbe ọ nọ n'elu nkwụ. The palm wine tapper doesn't reveal all he saw at the top of the tree. His silence is an absence. It's tonight's wine. In Enugu, the elders taught me the mask is obeyed, never explained. A.O. Onyeneke, a Catholic priest himself, documents this in his 1987 study, The Dead Among the Living, Masquerades in Igbo Society. Self-effacement protects the Mmamu status as spirit manifest, not personal restraint. The same discipline crossed oceans. Enslaved Ebe initiates rebuilt their secret society in Cuba in 1836 as Abakwa, guarding its silence for 2 centuries. Victor Turner, writing decades later, gave a name to a version of this. Communitas, a bond formed when individual identity dissolves into a shared ritual experience. Igbo cosmology perfected the practice long before anthropology named it communitas. If you want to practice these sentences with other families, with your children, the Igbo-speaking gym will soon be open. Before this day ends, say, Alara m ụlọ na mgbede aloud, as you do one true, unglamorous thing for someone else. The tapper still won't tell you everything he saw, only that the wine came down safely. Every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oke Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. Grab your free speaking workbook at learnigbonow.com. Rate us wherever you're listening. Your review is how another learner finds their way home. This has been your Igbo Daily Drop. Abụ nwanne gị nwanyị Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. I am your sister Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. Ka ahụ gị kụziere gị ka ime ihe ọbụla n'ike na-ahụghị mmadụ. May your body teach you to act with strength unseen. Ka anyị hụ echi. Until we meet again tomorrow. And that brings us to the end of this week's Igbo Daily Drops Omnibus. If a sentence or proverb stayed with you today, take a moment to say it again out loud. Every single phrase you practice keeps the language alive. Remember, every sentence you learn is a drop, and every drop feeds Oke Osimiri Mmụta Igbo, the ocean of Igbo knowledge. If you'd like to practice these lessons further, download the workbook at learnigbonow.com. Until tomorrow's drop, Abụ nwanne gị nwanyị Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. I am your sister Yvonne Chioma Mbanefo. Ka chi gị duo gị ọfụma. May your chi guide you well.